I'm tired. Hello, ladies and gents, men and women alike, and random old men that watch my content. We're doing 2016 makeup today. Because I fucking feel like it. And I believe wholeheartedly in my little gothic punk heart that 2016 makeup needs to come back because I think that we're slowly edging closer, and I think big block brows and the heavy contour needs to come back. Because if you don't know, I love a really fucking bold brow and a real good contour. I love that shit. That could be because I'm the color of translucent, but yeah. So, watch me struggle, basically. Oh fuck, I didn't brush my teeth. I was like, I'm gonna brush my teeth before I do this because I don't leave the house, so I never remember to do things. It's 2 in the fucking afternoon. This is probably going up tomorrow, and then at some point I'm going live today that I'm filming this. Hello. Ow, fuck. Okay, please stay. Phone must charge. Wait a damn minute. Actually, if I bring this forward, which I also need to, we need to turn y'all a little more. So I'm gonna do that. There we go. Y'all are gonna have this weirdest shot until I get my apartment. I'm not gonna lie. And then y'all might still have a weirdest shot. I don't know. Speaking of, if y'all want to get suggestions for what type of content you want to see in my new apartment, go ahead. I have not. The coffee maker's yelling at me. I have not worked on that much. I need to. Okay. YouTube and background time so I can hyper focus on my fucking face. Yes, I'm wearing pants. Don't even. I've owned these pants for like 10 years. No joke. Like 10 years. And I have no clue why they still fit. No clue. And I'm like, I have a fucking ass. I think it is like, it's a stretchy material ish. So I'm like, eh. I've been watching a lot of history. I don't want to hear about the self murders of 2023. I don't want to hear about that. Sorry, my TV's being a bitch. You'll get to hear the clicking. Natural my fucking ass. Oh, my eyelash is like curling up on its own. That's weird. We're listening about Marrakesh. What if I? Oh, that works. That works really well. Okay, hopefully y'all still have like a good range of my voice. Actually, you might have better because I'm not like up on it, and that's a really bad habit of mine. Mm. I can lighten it up. That in 2016 was like the era of the spray tan, essentially. Which I don't think I'm the only person that thinks that, but I feel like I'm one of the few that does. Sorry, I had to double check to make sure it was on. Why is that no? Ugh. Why is my nail? Ugh, my nail. My neck is pale. I'm not translucent right now because I have been spending some time outside, but I'm still really fucking pale, and I'm gonna be like that until probably like midsummer time. Yeah, summer's like some of my depressingest times. But I also wear sunscreen fucking religiously. Like I'm have such a deep phobia of aging. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like I am so scared of aging, which I think is like one something of like our society now, especially with people like the Kardashians and all that stuff. Which no hate to the Kardashians, I think the borning the words. I think social media has affected them possibly more than it has affected like the average person. Is less they are like famous and great and they were like the standard, but they were not the first standard. They were never the first standard. But they publicized the standard, whether they meant to or not. And that's created like almost like you can see it really in Chloe. Like a disorder of in themselves of the way they look, whether you want to admit it or not. And I think that's sad because they were all very beautiful, especially Chloe. And like I don't think Kylie's changed as much as we think. I really don't. Yes, Kylie's gotten quite a bit of work done, but her genuine bone structure at the end of the day hasn't changed necessarily. I think if she got rid of all the filler, like especially what's been collecting right here on her, and like went and got a facelift because dissolving filler is gonna give you wrinkles. Like dissolved the filler, got like her skin tightened. I think she would look like the same. And I think she should do that because like you can't change like a nose job and a boob job and all that stuff instead of really taking that out. But you can't change a nose job because your bone structure at the end of the day. But I think she should get the majority of her filler dissolved. I think they should all like slowly be getting their filler dissolved, essentially. Because I think it will make such a big difference socially about that. He's like, I'm getting Botox one day. We all know that. I already got smile lines and fucking forehead lines forming, and I'm 17. And like, it's sad but true. So by the time I'm 30, I'm probably gonna have a little bit of Botox here, a little bit of Botox here. Like a little something something to help prevent further wrinkles, but then I'm also still gonna be doing skincare because at the end of the day, Botox and fillers can only do so much until your face is like off your face. You know what I'm talking about? Where people get so much fillers, so much Botox that their face becomes bigger physically. And like it looks almost like they're wearing a mask over their face. And I don't like that. I think it's disturbing when it gets to that point. But like at the end of the day, that's going to happen if you overdo it. Where's my fucking spoolie? God, ah! I'm losing. I lost my spoolie. It's on the floor. Found it. Ooh, do y'all want me to do ASMR? I'd be down to do ASMR. There's an odd smell going on. Oh yeah, this is soap. I'm using soap because I have thick brows and not a lot holds it. This is how I get my brows done. How I do my brows, I do soap and then I do eyeshadow on top. I was watching something. It was like supposedly Timothy Chalamet doesn't want to work with Kylie Jenner on acting. And then I also sat down. I was like, I would love to see Kylie play like a caricature, essentially, of like the beauty standard. But like Kylie's also always been interested in acting. She's always loved acting, which who can blame her? I love acting. Can I act? A little. Will I ever actually get a role? Fuck no. You think people are gonna hire my weird looking ass? But I think I would really love to see Kylie like essentially do a caricature of herself. I don't think Kylie can handle a serious role. I think she'd be much more successful in like the self mocking comedy world, essentially. Granted, I don't think Kim Kardashian's funny at all. I think she's very, very um mm. And then Courtney is one of my favorites. Courtney's one of my favorites. I love Courtney. And not just because she married Travis. Like I generally like Courtney as a person. I think she's like a good influence on people. I think it was kind of rude of Penelope to be like, put your stomach away. This girl, you are old enough to know the social climate. You're on TikTok. What the fuck? What the fuck? You're 9. And you're like being sassy, telling your mother to put her stomach away. She's pregnant and she had issues getting pregnant. Leave her alone. Which, like, congratulations on the baby. Oh my god. That has to be so, like, nerve wracking to be in your 40s and have a baby. I don't think I could do that. I would love to adopt in my 40s, maybe, like, after I have my own kid or two. But, like, I would love to adopt. I think adopting is a beautiful thing. I personally don't think I would ever be able to put my child into the adoption. Yeah, because that's a lot. It's so much. And it's not the greatest for people. It really isn't, because at the end of the day, they're getting taken care of essentially by strangers. A lot of the time, they're getting put into homes that aren't good for them. And I don't think I could do that to my own flesh and blood, essentially. And if someone tried to make me, I think I'd kick their fucking ass. Like, legit, I think I would beat the living shit out of them. Because you're sitting there saying, oh, you have to go send your flesh and blood that you just pushed out of your body to an orphanage. No! Or like an adoption center or something? No! It's like, yes, some people have to go through that. I understand that 100%. No doubt to them, but I don't think I could do that. I think I would want to kill myself, honestly, if I did. Granted, I'm very, I don't even know the words. Like, I don't think I'm ever gonna have a child without a surrogate, which my mother is very doubtful of. But, I think I would have a kid by now if I was about to give birth. Like, the thought of pushing a child out of my body is petrifying to me, and I would like to not do that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That sounds terrifying. Like you're telling me you're gonna put essentially a thread in my spine called an epidural, and then it's essentially a shot. But if you have scoliosis, it's hard as fuck to do. And then you're gonna tell me I have to give birth in a position that historically is wrong. You're not supposed to give birth on your back. You're supposed to give birth tilted upwards, like standing up. So you're more aligned, like your body is relaxed and aligned. Not on your back where you can't see. That's physically incorrect to your body. No thank you. That's like the one reason why I'm like, I get why people have their kids in their homes. Like it's very unsanitary at the end of the day. And I'm sorry that offends you or something. I'm genuinely sorry if it does. But it is unsanitary because you don't know what you're doing. Like, are you having a nurse in your home? Good to you if you can afford that. I can't. But yeah, like you're sitting there, and like my mom had beds right both her pregnancies, and no, thank you. Don't want to do that because her mother also did, and her mother also did. You know what that's called? That's called generational issues. I don't want to deal with that. My sister can deal with that if she decides to have kids. Which I remember being like, yeah, I would do a surrogate or adopt, and I've always been like this for like years at this point. And my sister was like, yeah, I'm just not gonna have kids. And my mom got very because she can't handle if people don't go through the trauma she did. She was like legit mad at me about that. What the fuck is that? I have like pimples right now from the stress of this, and I'm like, damn. I feel like we just need to bring back 2016 makeup and like add blush and freckles and all that good jazz. Like 2016 makeup with like a little bit of current Kylie makeup. If y'all want me to do like Latina makeup, which also, oh my god, I was iffy if that bitch was Latina or not. I'm sorry, but she has very Eurocentric features, and that's questionable. Basically, if you don't know, on TikTok or Twitter or whatever, the copy and paste chick of Latina makeup has been going viral because it was exposed. She is white as snow. And basically, a lot of people were like, I was a little skeptical, but like, you can't just be like, are you lying about your race? Which you can 100% be like, are you lying about your race? 1000% you can be. Because that chick has very Eurocentric features. And turns out she's blue eyed, blonde haired, white as bitch. And I think it's a little funny. I think it's a little funny because I'm sitting here and I'm like, this is the funniest shit ever. This is hilarious. But literally, if y'all want me to do different makeup styles, please comment about it. Oh, that is a fucking blackhead. When did you get there? I'm gonna do it like a close up to my face once I'm done putting on the makeup because like you can't tell a lot of the scarring, but there's hella scarring. There's hella blackheads. There's hella of a lot of things. But yeah, like that was very funny to me. Not funny in the sense of like, haha, you all got tricked, but funny in the sense of we all just went along with it because the chick said she is. In reality, she was like wearing a wig and contacts and darkening her skin tone. She was she was committing brown face, straight up. Like, and we all just went with it. What the fuck? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. And yes, we should all hate on her and all this shit. Which we should, 1000%, because that is honestly racist. Like, that is racist ass behavior. But, we should also all sit here and go, that's a little funny. Imagine this girl snickering with her pumpkin spice latte in hand going, because everyone thinks she's a Latina. I can imagine her just sitting in her very fluffy, soft girl room going with a little fucking latte in hand going because everyone thinks she's Latina and I think it's a little funny. I think it's a little funny, but still 100% we should make fun of her. But it's funny at the end of the day, you have to admit, because we all went with it. We all went with it. Oh, my beauty blender's like getting dry. The fuck? My boobs hurt. Oh, damn it. I'm very blunt over here. Oh, that was a weird feeling right here. Ugh. Wait, what should I do? What should I do with my life, guys? What should I do? Because I think about this sometimes, I'm like, what am I doing with my life? I'm making stupid videos on the internet and growing way too quickly. That's what I'm doing with my life. And I think it's a little funny. But I'm also like, I'm gonna have a breakdown when I'm like 25. I know. Like, I'm gonna have a breakdown when I'm 25. And it's going to be bad. Because I've had breakdowns at 15, 17, I think 13. Like, I've had several breakdowns over the years of just, like, my psyche can't handle what's going on. And I freak out. And I'm like, what's gonna happen when I'm 25? What's gonna happen if I get canceled, guys? What's gonna happen? Because I feel like that's just gonna turn into, well, she's always said she's a little mentally ill, which I am, but like, don't defend my ass if I get fucking canceled for like a real reason. Don't, just don't. Don't put your life on the line, being like, don't become a Will's supporter. Don't become a Wilbert supporter. No joke. I was scrolling on TikTok today, and I saw this TikTok, and it was like this chick heavily still supporting Will. I was like, oh, okay. So I read her caption. I was like, I don't even know who this Shelby chick is. She's just Will's girlfriend. Ex-girlfriend. And then it was like, I don't even care what he did. Abuse her. And I sat there and I explained it. I was like, Shelby is an older content creator than Will. She's been making content way longer than Will. She had a bigger platform than Will. She has a more stable platform than Will. And in fact, it looks a little like Will used her socially. He abused her and used her and left. And if I truly fuck up, don't do stupid shit like that. Because every other fucking video on my For You page right now is these like 16-year-old girls defending Will to death. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, guys, were you groomed? Because he's not great. And it's a little concerning he knew Nikki at like 18 and was like in her home on a regular basis. That's a little concerning, guys. That's a little borderline groomy right there. Guys. Ah! I threw a pair of fucking nail clippers. But don't go to bat like that for me. Please, I beg of you. You don't need to. I can defend myself if I fuck up. I will also say the words, I'm sorry, unlike someone has. The fact he said I'm sorry about being a borderline fucking Nazi and not sorry for physically abusing a chick is, oh my god. Oh my god. What? I was watching back the clips of when it became public knowledge on Twitter and blah blah blah, but like 2 years ago, that he had been somewhat of a Nazi in his early 20s, which, yes, he was on the internet, but he's also condemned that type of behavior since. He said sorry to that and not sorry to abusing a girl and said, well, I really kind of hated her in a sense. You harmed someone's entire psychological being to the point she did not really make a public appearance for an entire year? And didn't say sorry to that, but said sorry for something that happened at the time, 6 years ago? 7, 8, something like that. He was like a teenager. You said sorry for offending people and for being borderline a fucking Nazi, but you didn't say sorry for physically harming someone. What is wrong with you? Like, and we can all still admit he's physically attractive. We can still admit this. But you cannot admit he's a good person. You cannot admit that. And I took the same stance when Dream got fucking accused of shit. Which, yes, Dream has therefore cleared up that. And I'm still a little iffy on defending him. I'm still a little iffy on his behavior, and that's completely okay. But, like, guys, come on. We can admit people are attractive, but we do not defend those people for being abusers just because they are attractive. Kind of like we shouldn't defend Andy Biersack for being a little tad bit of a Scientologist just because he's a sexy man. God damn, guys. Oh my god. Like, I can't even. And, like, Nikki's even talked about it. Like, Nikki said the same type of behavior happened to her in a clip. And the fact that people are sitting here going, I'm still gonna defend Will. Why? There's no reason to. There's no physical reason to. You can call his parenting into question, like his parents into question. I have on several occasions, because that behavior is a very odd behavior to just have. You can call his parents into question 6 ways of fucking Sunday. I know I have. But you do not defend that behavior. You do not defend it. And yes, Jack has spoken out saying that he had no idea Will was capable of something like that. And Tommy has made statements since my video of me reacting to everything, saying he will make a statement, which, guys, this has to be insanely traumatizing for Tommy. Like, if I found out someone I generally loved as much as Tommy loved Will was confirmed by his own account to be an abuser, and then multiple things come out, I would be riddled with guilt. I would be so fucked. I would have to get hospitalized. I wouldn't be able to handle that. So imagine how Tommy is handling it. Like, guys. And I saw people like demanding Tommy make a statement now, and I'm like, guys, Tommy's fixing to go on tour. He's doing a live stream with Tubbo. Like, this is a busy ass time for him. Plus, he has to heal. Let this man heal. Like, generally. I think we're gonna get a better answer if we let Tommy heal from this than demanding he goes on a live stream right now. Like, guys. That's pretty good. Like, I can't even. That's pretty good. Okay. Ooh. Let me check my phone. Ooh. I'm sleepy. My hair looks so cute. I put it in French braids last night. Well, I had my mom put my hair in braids last night. And this side always goes better. I don't know why. But naturally my hair is wavy. Just I never have the products. I never have the proper products. But if I sleep on my hair wet or if I sleep on my hair with like leave-in conditioner on it, I get like little waves under here and then I have a ringlet up here that will form and then I have little baby curls at the ends a lot of the time. I think it's just kind of dead in the sense of it's like we give up. We give up, which I didn't realize for the longest. Like that I had like actual texture in my hair. It was bad. I don't know what I'm doing now. That's a really pretty lip color. I have no clue what this eyeshadow is. Is it that? I don't know. It's a pretty color though. Now we're just kind of playing. I want to do drag inspired makeup one of these days, guys. Like when I shave off half my eyebrows again, or all of them. Because I'm not good at blocking out my brows. I want to do drag inspired makeup again. It is sad though when you're in an abusive situation and it gets to a point of you feel meaningless without them. I'm sorry, I'm watching something about rock history right now. It's sad when you get into a relationship like that. It's beautiful in the sense of you love someone that deeply, but it's sad at the end of the day because it's like you can't be an individual by yourself and you end up losing yourself because of it. And sometimes you can never get yourself back. Oh, that's a lot of heroin. I'm sorry, there's a lot of drugs I won't do just to use my own focus, and one of them is heroin. I know way too many horror stories about heroin, that, and I can't even see my veins. I'm like translucent and I can't see my veins. I would have to sit there and do the veins in my eyelids. Like, mm-mm. I was lucky enough to grow up being in a sense like my father, and I know a lot of the horror stories of my father's life, and heroin's not fun. My dad never did it, but my dad did lose quite. Okay, we're gonna stop talking about that before I bite my own fucking tongue about it. Like, it's bad. Heroin use can get so bad that you can develop such a high tolerance to something called hydroxyzine, which I've been on, And it's terrifying because essentially hydroxyzine's a drug to make you chill the ever living fuck out.